What's up, everybody? It is week 3 start-sit decisions, and I've got a new guy with me this week. Get ready. Yo, what's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Too Much Fantasy Football. It's week 3, and we are here to break down, well, the Thursday night and all the 1 o'clock games. We're doing start-sit decisions, and I've got this guy found. I know, we haven't seen him in a while. We like old Brennan, or I guess new Brennan. He agrees with everybody. Wave new Brennan. Oh, there he is. So, yep.
He looks a lot more, a slimmer version of me, so I appreciate
it. he sweated all off out there in California. How you been doing,
Big
though?
Facts. Been good. Sorry, folks. I started a new job this week, so it's been a little trying to figure things out. I was trying to get in yesterday, but for whatever reason, I could not log in. So blame Streamlabs. Is that Streamlabs? Yeah, blame them. So.
Yeah, we're blaming them. All in-house recording on StreamYard, not a sponsor yet. Not yet though. Let's go ahead and jump into these start-sit questions though, because we've got 8 games to work through, and it's going to take us a bit. So here we go. Fastest 3 minutes per game. Let's ride. Woohoo! Thursday night, 3 minutes on the clock. It's the Patriots at the Jets. Yes, a wonderful game. 38.5 point over-under. Jets are favored by 6.5 points. This game's it's not too interesting. There's not a lot of fantasy pieces going on in here, right?
There's some decent ones. Breece Hall, you're starting him, which is great. He's looked fantastic. Sure. Braylon Allen's getting some run with this offense. So, I don't know if you talked about him in the previous, pickup in the waiver wires. He's someone that you should monitor because, he got some run. So, if you're hurting at running back, you're in a pinch. I usually say win it out Thursday out, but Braylon Allen looks pretty good. So, I wouldn't mind if you're in a real pinch. He looks pretty decent.
That's the scariest part is it is a Thursday night game. So if you are having to flex them, I get it here, folks. 33% target share going to this running back room right now, highest in the NFL. So if there's a team to kind of pluck off a second running back, it would be this team. I think Mike Williams is really going to help elevate this wide receiver room once his snaps go up. Until then, though, it's the running backs full gear.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson has been semi-frustrating for most owners where you took him. He's just basically been a wide receiver too. I expected to come up. I think Aaron Rodgers is slowly getting back into the thing. So I expect a big bounce back game for him. I know that, the Patriots have, Christian Gonzalez on their side, but that clearly didn't matter for DK or JSN last week. So I have full confidence in Garrett Wilson. You're starting him, especially with where you took him. You really have no other pivot options. So that's about all I have. And again, I'm going to reiterate this to Brian and to all of you. Tyler Conklin is not a thing.
Yes, I get it. I figured it out last week. We're done with Tyler Conklin. Fine. Ruin our fun, folks.
Sorry. Blame Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't like tight ends.
He doesn't. I figured that.
He likes perks, though.
He does. He definitely does.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, though, I think you can be starting him as a superflex quarterback, QB2. We saw a top 7 finish for him this past week. We're going to get those time and time again, especially with these 2 running backs being involved. But the Patriots, that's where the real questions lie. Ramondre Stevenson, where's that confidence?
I'm pretty confident in him. He seems to be the workhorse back for them. I know Antonio Gibson got some crazy amount of yards. I think he had 93 yards last week on 9 touches. I doubt that stays efficient for that, especially against the Jets defense. I know they've been kind of wishy-washy, but I still expect them to be who they've been the past couple of years. So I'm starting Ramondre Stevenson with full confidence. Jalen Polk, I'm really meh. It's he got that touchdown last week. I'm just I still am a little leery on him. And then I know people picked up Hunter Henry, so you're going to start him. I think Jacoby Brissett had 143 yards passing, and Hunter Henry had 100 and something of it. So, clearly likes Hunter Henry. So,
yeah, Hunter Henry is 4th in the league right now in target share. You have to follow that. The Jets, they're scary defense, but there's no way Sauce is following him,
Yeah.
Polk, I will throw out there. I do like him as not necessarily a play, but just somebody to have on your team. As far as rookies go right now, he is the highest in separation between all the wide receiver rookies. So, piece I'm excited for. But yeah, that's it. Stevenson, Henry. I'm going to go Jets winning.
Covering the spreader now.
Ooh. No.
I'm on the same boat. I think the Patriots aren't that bad of a team. I think they have a bad offensive line, but I don't think they're bad as a whole unit. So I think they cover 6.5, but I think the Jets do win.
Yeah, it's it's been tricky. The Patriots are already they're 1-1, but they are flirting with that 4.5 over or under that Vegas had on them this season.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next up, going to Cleveland. Gross. Giants at the Browns. We have a 38.5 point over under. Cleveland's favored by 6.5, so exactly what we had in the last game here. Deshaun Watson, wow, you are just trying to disappoint me over and over again. You know, can't keep your hands to yourself, can't get the ball to your playmakers. I don't know what's going on here. Amari Cooper, you're flexing
I was
him.
going to ask you Jerry Jeudy or Amari Cooper, because it seems like, I mean, am I wrong?
That's a
for
mean
saying
question
that?
to ask me. We were on air, damn it. Come on.
Yeah.
It's hard. What have we seen? 8 and 6 targets go to Jerry Jeudy. It does seem to be a little bit more chemistry there. Amari Cooper crushed last year when it wasn't Deshaun Watson. So I was hoping that wasn't going to be true, something we are going to see trend in the right direction, but it certainly seems so. I think both guys are flex worthy. Njoku's out this week, so the ball's got to go. It's got to go somewhere. So I think both guys are flex worthy plays, and the same with Ford. Just don't watch the game. It's the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, Amari Cooper is very much a flex option. No, so Quentin Johnston or Amari Cooper.
Ooh, that one hurts. Everything in me says Amari Cooper, but Quentin Johnston has seen a 20 plus and a 30 plus target share over his first 2 games. He did not see that over a 20% target share his entire rookie season. So that, if I'm swinging for upside, I'm going QJ. If I'm just looking for a handful of points, I'm going with the Browns.
Yeah, I'd be very leery. I'd be trying to move off Amari Cooper if I can, just go off the name value if you can. On the Giants side, like, you have Daniel Jones as a QB2. I think this is a rough week for the Giants. I think the 63% target share for Malik Neighbors is not possible to sustain for the entire season. So
Wait, really?
yeah, kind of crazy. Yeah. I still expect him to have a ton of targets. Malik Neighbors is for sure in your lineup. Like, I think he's now solidified as a high-end wide receiver 2, low-floor wide receiver 1. Wan'Dale Robinson, I'm kind of like, meh. He got the touchdown last week, which saved people if they started him. Other than that, he just was really irrelevant. And then Devin Singletary, he's more of a flex play for me than anything. So,
oh, yeah, Singletary's definitely, I mean, the workload he's getting, you have to put him out there just for that, usually, especially with these injuries. Wandale's hard. Coming off 12 targets in the first game, and then he comes back with just 4. One of them is a touchdown out of his 2 catches he had. I'm trying to look elsewhere. Wandale or Jerry Jeudy?
Jerry Jeudy, and I don't like saying that.
I'd go Jerry Jeudy there. But he's in contention with that group of wide receivers right there in that like wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 area.
Yeah.
All right, who's winning the game?
I think the Browns cover the spread, honestly. I think the Browns still have a really good defense. I mean, they shut down. I mean, they didn't shut down Dallas, but that's just because Deshaun played bad, and then they, I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is bad or he's good. I don't know, but I still believe in the Browns defense.
I do too. I think this is a top 5, top 3 defense, absolutely all season. So I think they take care of business as well. All right, let's keep the bias out of this one. We're going to check it a little bit. Most of my friends are either Patriots.
So
most of my buddies are either Patriots or Bears fans. So this one has been marked on the calendar for a bit. Bears at the Colts. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's sneak that out on a win here. 43.5 over under. The Colts are favored by 1.5 points.
They shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be. We just lost to Forrest Buckner, our best defensive lineman. We've got injuries all over that defense, and that's our shining point right now, going against this trash offensive line here in Chicago.
Yeah, honestly, like, if there's a game you want to start Caleb Williams, start him here, man. Like, Malik Willis just had his career game, so we're not being biased here. I'm telling you, that defense is bad.
Did he break 100 yards passing, though? I don't think he did.
Did he have more points than Anthony Richardson?
Maybe. I don't want to look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I don't want that.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm starting Swift with confidence. Our defensive run game is bad. DeAndre Swift will have a career game, so once he has a career game, sell him because it's not going to be good after that. DJ Moore, I'm starting with confidence. I expect he has a big game. And then that's about it. It looks like Keenan's going to be out this week. Odunze, like, I really don't know about that. Like, he dropped a wide, like, I know it was like a kind of like a hard catch last week against the Texans, but he still should have caught that. So like it's it's a rookie. There's yips. So really the only guys I'm starting is Swift and DJ Moore. I'm not starting Cole Kmet. I'm not starting Gerald Everett. So those are the only two guys I'm starting.
Yep, same page, same across the board there. Odunze, I think if anything, you're just battling. Am I still keeping him on the roster?
Yeah.
Definitely one of the most talented players you would find on the waiver wire if he hit. But at this point, there's just no confidence to start him. The Panthers have 7 red zone snaps right now. Do you know who has a fewer amount of red zone snaps?
Oh, the Colts probably.
The Bears at 6.
Oh, the Bears?
The Bears have the fewest amount of snaps in the red zone this year.
Yikes.
It's pretty atrocious. So not a lot of confidence for this game. The 38.5 over under makes sense. I think we're going to need some big plays. DJ Moore breaking off through that stupid secondary of the Colts, or just another one of these big splashy plays from Anthony Richardson. He has been throwing it deep downfield at the highest rate in the NFL. That's all they've got. They've got running the ball, or they've got a deep shot. So I think this will be interesting. Richardson's going to go for me. You have to. That's why you drafted him. You drafted him for the big weeks, knowing that the poor passing would be there. JT's a start for me. And here it comes. Pittman, Downs, A.D. Mitchell should all be playing in this game. I think they are all flex at best.
Yeah. Lad McConkey or Michael Pittman Jr.?
I'll take Pittman.
Okay. Yeah, Pittman's looking a little interesting. I don't know. This wide receiver core is just dropping a ton of passes. I really can't explain it. I mean, Alec Pierce is wide receiver 6 in the year, so honestly, like, I don't mind if you flex him because whatever reason, he's the only one that's showing up on Sunday. But I expect the Bears to win this game. Colts have shown me nothing. So,
God, they're so close. It's been one score every game. I think the Cards are going to fall their way. I think they're going to upset the Bears. Upset them. They're gonna pull off the win in Indy. Let's go Colts.
Yeah,
this is our team. What's the rest of the song? Come on, I know you've seen the theme song for the Colts.
Blue.
There you go.
Maybe you should stop singing that. It might be a curse.
Yeah, there you go.
He's been doing it for a couple years now. Who knows?
Right. Oh, he started in the curse. It's all right.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Texans at the Vikings. This is a 46.5 point over under. Houston is favored by 2. The line's moved. They were favored by 2.5, and it was a 45 point over under. So, Vikings are moving in the right direction. Sam Darnold, the savior of Minnesota, is
Dude, it's playing good. It's crazy.
How'd that like?
From what's happening in Carolina, that Sam Darnold looked bad, and then Baker Mayfield looked bad, but like now they're all looking like startable quarterbacks. Like Baker is the QB1 in fantasy, which is crazy, and Sam Darnold's having a career year with the Vikings. Like there's something in the water in Carolina. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll start with the Viking side. Sam Darnold's QB2, high QB2 upside. This dude's slinging it. So, I mean, if you're in a pinch for whatever reason, like, I don't hate it.
And he's doing it without Hawkinson. And last week he didn't have Addison. It's him and Jalen Naylor out there.
And a 97-yard bomb to Justin Jefferson.
Goodness. Jefferson did leave the game briefly. Had that quad contusion. Doesn't seem to be a big deal.
He's back at practice today, so
was back at practice
there. Yeah.
Clearly, the quarterback makes no concern for the guy. He is the number one consistent wide receiver. What happened here this year?
Crazy. Got him at a discount too, probably this season. Aaron Jones, he's getting the volume. He seems to be the running back 1, so you're starting him. But be on the lookout. Ty Chandler got some run last week. He got decent amount of carrying volume, so someone you should have probably picked up. If he's on the waiver wires, I'd definitely go pick him up right now. Are you starting Jordan Addison this week?
If he plays, I am willing to start him.
Okay.
I guess I'm kind of looking at him hit more as like a wide receiver 4, probably. Maybe like a fringe wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. There's definitely touchdown upside. He has that talent.
Yeah.
But it's still Sam Darnold here. Like the bubble's gonna pop. It has to. I'm not rooting for it, but I'm erring on the side of caution.
All right. On the Texans side, it looks like Joe Mixon's not at practice, so Cam Akers might get the run. I mean, because Pierce is still trying to come back from a hamstring. Stroud, you're starting. I mean, you drafted him, you have no choice. I still think he's like the lower end QB1, QB2 ceiling every week. Nico Collins is clearly a wide receiver one and might finish as a wide receiver one this year. It's crazy how much of that volume the guy's getting. What about Stephon Diggs? Where are you at with Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell? Those are the two kind of question marks in this team.
Tank Dell, if you want to get the boom weeks, you have to start him each and every week. You're playing him as a flex play, looking for that explosion. Stephon Diggs is what he is. I feel like has been what I've kind of said he is. He's a touchdown or bust guy, and all those numbers just don't look good outside of that. So Collins is the man. He is absolutely demanding the targets out there, taking names. But Dell, yeah, I'm still playing him as a flex. And Diggs as well, but I'm trying to move Diggs as soon as we can get another blow up game.
Yeah. All right. Who do you have in this game?
Everything in me says I should pick the Texans, but like the Vikings, man.
At home. Everyone's expecting the Texans to win, just like everyone expected San Fran to win. I still think the Texans win this game. I think they're a complete team, top to bottom.
Both 2-0. I'm gonna take the Vikings cover, at least.
I'm taking the Texans to cover and win. So,
oh, it's 2 points. It's 2 points, but yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's go Team Vikings here.
all right.
I mean, look at the shirt. Come on, how could I not? We're going purple today. Skull.
Gross.
Is that how that goes?
Yes.
I never can remember. All right. I'm excited to talk about this one. Never would have guessed that 3 weeks ago, but here it is. Eagles at the Saints, 49.5 point over. Eagles are
over under.
No. The Saints are favored by 2.5 points.
As they should be. They're a good team.
Whoa. Their offense is playing well. Can we call them a good team yet?
I mean, yeah, their offensive coordinator knows what to do with the team. I mean, like Clint Kubiak coming from the everyone knows, like, the Shanahan lineage just knows how to run an offensive mind in football. Like, it's crazy. Like, the Saints, dude, it's kind of scary how good they're looking. Everyone's kind of waiting for them to kind of fall off. But, like, the Eagles, on the other hand, have a coach named Nick Sirianni who's just a complete moron. And I do not understand that.
Both teams have moron head coaches, let me say. They're being carried by their OCs at this point.
Yeah, I trust Kubiak over Kellen Moore. But regardless, we'll start with the Saints side. Are you starting Derek Carr? Like, I mean,
yeah.
All right.
I'm streaming him.
Okay. Derek Carr or Jared Goff? How about that?
Oh God, Goff has come out flat this year. Like with all these the Dominator, like all these dome games that he was supposed to have and crush it. He's playing Arizona. They don't exactly scare me. Yeah, give me Carr. Give me Carr. He's hot. Goff is not.
I mean, Kamara, you're starting. Dude's on a hot pace right now. Olave's still in your lineup. He still hasn't had that game we're looking for because it's been Rashid Shaheed, which is
he went
crazy.
down to 1 this past week too.
Yeah. So is Rashid Shaheed in your lineup? Like, is he locked in?
He probably should be. I'm not going to say that he's locked in my roster. Like, I think he's still a flex decision for me each and every week. Depends on. I don't have him in many rosters, so I don't have to make that choice. But I imagine even with some of my roster builds, he would still be a flex consideration, not like an auto start for me.
All right, and then that's really it from the Saints side. Johnson, well, I'm not really.
Taysom.
He might. Is he going to play this week? I know he came out of the hospital or whatever that was. So I don't know if he's at practice today, but.
I've given up on Taysom for a bit. It's going to be 2 more weeks till he shocks the world and scores 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and then Eagles side's pretty actually self-explanatory. Jalen Hurts, Saquon, AJ Brown's out this week. It looks like, and Devonta Smith's in your lineup. I dropped Dallas Goedert. I want nothing 100%. To do with him. I picked up Mike Gesicki instead. Mike Gesicki looks to be having some good run with Cincy for whatever reason. I don't even care if Teagan's come back. I just went off the train of Dallas Goedert. It seems to be just a consistent of. If you want 3 receptions and 26 yards, that's your man. That's what you will get. You will not get nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, maybe twice, maybe 3 times a year when one of the 2 main guys is out. We get to see something fun from him, but for the most part, it's just nothing but disappointment. He's a drafted streamer. He's just an overpriced streamer is all he is.
Yeah. Who do you have winning this game?
Give me the Saints. I'm very much, I feel like, in the boat you are with that. I don't trust the coach. I think Sirianni is a product of his situation, and I just don't think he's good.
I think for whatever reason, I can't pick the Saints. I'm going to pick the Eagles. It might bite me in the butt, but I'm going to pick the Eagles.
I think the smarter play is the Eagles. The Saints, it's gonna pop, right?
Yeah, at some point you're just waiting for it, and I'll keep betting on it when it happens. So,
Well, I'm gonna roll with Carr though, till the wheels fall off.
all right.
All right. Well, that car, what's it made of? Steel? Yeah. It's charged up and it's made of. I don't know. Chargers and Steelers. It's what we're alluding to here, folks. Bad trend. Okay. You know, where's Happy Brennan? There he is. There he is. Okay. I like this. Chargers at Steelers, 36.5. Nope, just 36 over under. Pittsburgh's favored by 1.5. Brennan, that Brennan doesn't have anything here. What's this one have for me?
This is gonna be a defensive game. Two defensive-minded head coaches. I'll start with the Steelers side. I mean, Pickens should be in your lineup, and he will be a wide receiver one. I swear. He had 2 plays last week that were called back, and Justin Fields threw a dime to him. But yeah, Pickens should be in your lineup, locked in. I expect him to have high-end finishes no matter what. The dude's QB proof. Najee Harris, where you draft him, he's probably your RB2 in most spots. I really want him to be a flex. Where you at with Jalen Warren though?
His usage did go up. I kind of predicted we'd see that with his hamstring injury coming out of the preseason. So week 1 he didn't get as much usage, but Najee's still getting way more usage than he did last year overall, which is a good sign. It's kind of something we knew we'd see with Arthur Smith. Justin Fields has not committed a turnover. I don't know if people are grasping that concept enough, but this offense doesn't need him to do a whole hell of a lot. They're able to just kind of run the ball and have their defense just keep doing what they do until the other team screws up. So Harris, I'm starting. Warren, depending on my setup, I don't think I'm going to, but I understand it's hard out there for running backs. We're at week 3. We don't even have freaking bye weeks to deal with, and it's already hard out there. So I get it if you have to, but it's really just Harris, Pickens, and then super flex. I like Wilson. If you're really taking a shot in the dark and single QB, go for it. Or not Wilson, I'm sorry, Fields.
Yeah, Pat Freiermuth, you starting him?
He's one of those drafted streamers for me. He's an overpriced streaming tight end. I don't love the matchup this week, but I mean, Washington caught a touchdown last week. We knew that would happen with Arthur Smith too, so I'm trying to stay away if I can, but as you kind of talked about with Goddard, I take Freiermuth over Goddard.
Okay. I don't hate that. On the Chargers side, they had some banged up, Herbert got banged up, but came back in. He didn't practice today. I'm not starting Herbert at all. This is a good defense. I don't expect him to have some high volume game. The only one I'm really starting from the Chargers side is J.K. Dobbins, which is crazy to say. J.K. is the only one that's pretty much locked and loaded in my lineup. I'm not chasing QJ. Palmer seems to be whatever, and McConkey's just going to have those up and down weeks. I think J.K. Dobbins from the Chargers is the only one that's worth starting.
I'm starting him. I'm looking to own QJ and Gus Edwards. I'm seeing these guys on the waiver wires and some on my league. More like Gus being dropped, but better days are coming for Gus Edwards. I don't see J.K. Dobbins being able to hold on to this kind of efficiency all season long.
You don't see him breaking off 60-yard runs every single time?
No. It's just he's too efficient. It just doesn't work, especially with a hampered leg. And Gus is still getting more touches than J.K. Dobbins, which is wild. I think it was 17 and 18 were the running back splits last week. It just, I don't know. It's like wiping before you poop. It just makes no sense.
Who do you have winning?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. It's not a fun one, but I love the chaos that's going in the NFC North. Nope, we're going with the Chargers. I'm picking the QB in this race.
I'm going to pick the Steelers. Steelers at home. I expect this to be a wild, 13-10 game. So
I'm going 13-12 Chargers.
Okay. All right. I'm going 13-10 Steelers. So
even wilder.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more games we're gonna knock out here. We have the Broncos at the Buccaneers. This game is a 39.5 point over under. Tampa's favored by 6.5. Bo Nix coming down to Tampa. That didn't mean anything though, folks. Don't. Unfortunately, Chris Godwin, he's still gonna be hot.
Dude, he is ridiculously hot. We'll start with Tampa side. It's a more fun side. I mean, you're starting Baker? Are you? Or he seems to figure it out in this offense. He's got 3 really good wide receivers. He's got Rashad White to dump it off to. I don't mind if you start him. This is a bad team in the Broncos, so Rashad White, he practiced today. It was a really bad week last week. Like, it wasn't even just like Rashad White got hurt, but like Bucky Irving didn't look that great either against Detroit. So maybe it was just, the matchup. Detroit's got a pretty good, defense. I'm not sure. If Rashad White's fully go, you got to start him. He still seems to have the lead back in this team. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin are definitely in your lineup. And that's really about it from this Tampa side.
12 plus team leagues, I am willing to flex Bucky Irving. He is getting a considerable, his rush share is going up each and every week. We are seeing Rashad White going to numbers that he didn't even touch last year. Obviously, there's no other competition out there for him, but we're seeing that with competition and with his inefficiency, Bucky Irving is stepping into that role. So even if you're not starting him, we talked about him yesterday on the waiver wire. I think he should be owned on most teams.
Yeah, there's really nothing to talk about on this Denver side, to be honest with you. Like, Bo Nix is bad. You want to know who's all tied up for the quarterbacks for touchdowns thrown?
Isn't Drake May in that conversation?
Yeah, and so is JJ McCarthy. None of them have a passing touchdown. And this is a stacked quarterback class. This was like, everyone's saying this is a good QB class. Caleb Williams has yet to throw a passing touchdown.
Jaden Daniels was rushed for a couple.
Jaden Daniels was rushed a couple times, but he hasn't thrown for a passing touchdown. So like,
he gets stalled every time.
So
Jaden
Daniels is great, good for him. But like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Bo Nix is bad. There's nothing. I know he's faced back-to-back like good defenses. Tampa is still a little banged up, but like, are you starting Cortland Sutton this week?
Not if I can get away with it. If I'm hurting that bad, pick him up off the waiver and play him, because that's probably where you'll find him here. Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy?
Jerry Jeudy, that's really gross to say.
Quentin Johnston or Cortland Sutton.
Quentin Johnson, I mean, it's crazy. Javonte Williams, I'm starting because Bo Nix does dump the ball off, and if you're in a full PPR, I'm starting Javonte or Julian McGlaughlin. I don't hate it because like he does dump it off. He doesn't throw past the line of scrimmage, so I don't really necessarily hate it. And that's it. That is literally it. And I'm picking the Buccaneers until Bo Nix shows something, and he hasn't shown shit. So
yeah, this one's easy. Buccaneers. I'll take them by 10 if I have to. I don't really care.
Yeah, Bo Nix freaking.
It's not great.
There was his so old much Auburn nickname is coming out very, very quickly.
Which was?
Blow Dicks. That's what they called him in Auburn. Don't be mad at me. That's what they called him. Go on Twitter right now and you'll see it. Literally just like Blow Dicks all over again.
It's going to be hard not to see that and say that every single time. All right, last game of the 1 o'clock on Sunday. It's the Packers at the Titans. Wow, 38.5. Damn it, I keep doing half every time. It's 38 point over under. Titans 1.5 points they are favored by. Reportedly, we saw Jordan Love out there practicing today. We're going to wait and see kind of how that develops because that might move the line a bit. But this Titans defense is legit. They've taken on some teams. They put out some great efforts. If it wasn't for Will Levis just trying to give these games away.
Dude, the coach on the sideline yelling at him, "What the fuck are you doing?" is the greatest thing ever. Because like it literally, like at some point, someone's got to say something. Like he has made back-to-back game decision plays that has cost them the game.
Right. I heard that. I was like, Dad? What? Childhood flashback.
Honestly, on the Titans side, like Tony Pollard's still getting run. That was not a 50-50 split. It's Tony Pollard. Can't really explain it other than that. Calvin Ridley's in your lineup. The dude's, they paid him that money and they're definitely using him as that, X receiver. So congrats to those who drafted him. You're feeling excited. I'm not really starting DeAndre Hopkins. It's just more of a Will Levis thing, not a DeAndre Hopkins thing. So that's really where I'm at on the Titans side.
Wow. We give ourselves 3 minutes per game breakdown. And Titans, you can't even fill 90 seconds with a bad joke that I installed in there too. Like, what the fuck? All right, let's go to Green Bay. This one won't take long. Actually, Sleepers right now has Jordan Love plugged in as the starting QB. So we get to play 2 games, I guess?
Yeah, he did practice today, but like they're like a lot of like the Twitter doctors, which you can take that with a grain of salt, said like if he plays like early, it could be re-aggravated. So like I just think it's more of like a LaFleur decision than anything. If he really wants to roll him out, he's confident. So, so if if Jordan Love plays, like I'm starting the receivers I'm still starting Jaden Reed regardless. Like they seem to want to use him more of, the gadget plays and all that other stuff. Josh Jacobs in your lineup, Christian Watson, if that's only if Jordan Love plays. If he's not playing, I want nothing to do with Christian Watson. Sorry, Brian.
Correct. Hey, I need Jordan Love. I was never Christian Watson no matter what. It was Christian Watson with Jordan Love was the game we were playing here.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the Packers side. So, and to be honest, if the Packers are starting Malik Willis, I'm streaming the Titans defense. I think the Titans do have a legit defense to actually force the Packers to throw the football.
I don't even think I hate starting them against Jordan Love. I think that your upside is obviously capped at that point with the Titans D, but just shutting them down, slowing them up.
That's purely where I'm at. If Jordan Love plays, then I'm not streaming the Titans defense. But if it's Malik Willis, I'm definitely streaming the Titans defense.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs got the ball left and right against the Colts last week, but at the same time, towards the end of that, the Colts kind of shut him down, slowed him up. His efficiency went way down. Romeo Doubs, I'm willing to play if Jordan Love plays this week. Playing him as a flex play, kind of wide receiver 3-4, but I do think he has upside in this offense. Who's winning?
Packers win if Love plays. If he doesn't play, then I'm going Titans.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I'm not gonna push back on that one.
It's hard to say if Love plays that he's gonna lose.
Look, if Will Levis can utility belt his mayonnaise cologne out there, just start squirting fellas while he's being rushed, maybe he might have a chance. But
dude, he is guaranteed a bone. Is he gonna make another bonehead play this week? Let's make 100%. A gamble on that. Okay.
I'm gonna take over 1.5.
Okay. Oh, 1.5. Ooh.
Well, he's got to expand upon
guaranteed too. So.
Alrighty, we got to get out of here. Tomorrow we will be back with the final 8 games in the lineup, all the 4 o'clocks, the Sunday night and the Monday night. Before we get out of here, Brendan, let the folks know where can they find you.
I'm at X at FFANBMilk, and then I'm on the fantasy group page for Fantasy Football Advice Network. I'm answering all your questions there about your dynasty and redraft starts. So that's where you can find me.
And then I'm going to be there too, just different name, at @too_much_Brian on Twitter, Reddit, and of course the fantasyfootballadvice.com. What do you mean you don't know where that is, folks? You don't know what that is? Oh, let me show you.
We are here. FantasySportsAdvice.com, offering the best fantasy sports social media platform. Why join endless Discord communities or the trolls of Reddit? Fantasy Sports Advice is a community designed to help you win with 24/7 support. Go to FantasySportsAdvice.com and become a pro member for unlimited access. Again, go to FantasySportsAdvice.com.